Hi, Aaron. It's so nice to see you again. How are you?
Doing well. How are you?
I'm doing well. Last time we met, you told me you were going to run a marathon. How did that go?
Yes, that's correct. It went well. It was definitely exhausting, but I'm glad to be able to say I did it.
That's great to hear. I've always been looking to try to run one of those, but I haven't gotten around to it yet. Alrighty, well, it's so nice to see you again. Since we last met, my team and I, we have put together a nice proposal for you, and we'd like to show that to you, if you're ready.
Awesome. I'd love that.
Perfect. So before we start going over the proposal, I just want to clarify some of your buying conditions before we start. So like you mentioned last time, you want a one-day seminar with a $15,000 budget, a convenient location and parking, a chicken banquet lunch for 150 people, a 3,000 square foot room for your vendors from 3 to 7 p.m., a meeting room for 150 people from 1 to 3 p.m., and then 40 large non-smoking rooms for Wednesday night. Are these buying conditions correct?
Yes, they're correct.
Perfect. So the first buying condition I want to cover that Park Shores has to offer is the convenient location and parking. So fortunately, Park Shores is located within a central location in the San Diego area. So attached to the presentation I have for you, there is a map that you can look at. And as you can see in the surrounding area, there's major attractions near Park Shores: the Petco Park, the zoo, the convention center, and the Snapdragon Stadium. Additionally, we're a beachfront property that's only 7 minutes away from the airport, and we provide free transportation for all of our guests. Additionally, there's a picture in there of the 300 free parking spots we have for all of our guests. So with this convenient location and parking in mind, your guests will be able to reduce their travel time. After a long day of flying, all you want to do is just get to your location. So by being so close to the airport, we reduce any extra energy you have to spend driving to Park Shores. Additionally, the low travel times will just give you and your guests more time to do the things you actually want to do. So with this location in mind, does this satisfy your party's needs?
Yes, this location looks perfect.
Perfect. Next up is the 40 large non-smoking rooms for you. We have a few photos there in the presentation for you to look at. Like I mentioned last time, we underwent a $4.8 million renovation for Park Shores, and part of this budget actually went to the rooms we have. So each room has new furniture, wall drapes, bedspreads, and carpets. And our interior designer who was making this decided to go with a design that is comfortable, attractive, and restful. And the benefit that you and your guests will be able to enjoy by staying in these brand new rooms, these brand new renovated rooms, is that you'll be able to rest after long travel days and a long day of conventions. These events can often be tiring, so to have a place that you feel comfortable and a place that feels clean can just help you rest and recharge for the day to come. Is this room what you had in mind?
Yes, the rooms look very nice.
Wonderful. Next up, we had your chicken banquet for 150 people. So fortunately, here at Park Shores, we have our meals prepared by the award-winning chef Ricardo Guido. He's an in-house chef who has won awards for both Executive Chef of the Year and Best Chef on the West Coast. So we provided some photos of the chicken banquet he's going to prepare you and your guests with. And this meal is state-of-the-art. It has only the finest ingredients and is suited for all your dairy and allergy restrictions and needs. So the benefit of having a fine 5-star meal like this at a convention is the fact that these days are long and you need some food to help fulfill you and give your guests energy to continue through the day. A lot of times these conventions don't always have the best food, but here at Park Shores we reinforce value and want to provide you the best meal possible. So is this chicken banquet what you had in mind for your lunch?
Yes, it looks delicious.
Wonderful. All right, next up is one of the 2 rooms you asked for. You wanted a 3,000 square foot room for your vendors. So we've decided to put you in both our Central Park East and West rooms. When the collapsible wall separating these two is lowered, the total square footage ends up becoming 3,036 square feet. So we also have some photos in there of the room and just the blueprints and layout of the room. So as you can see, the room looks very nice and modern. That's because part of our almost $5 million renovation, part of that was also dedicated to improving our conference rooms, where we've actually won an Excellence in Renovation Award because of this. So these brand new renovated rooms will allow you and your vendors to operate within plenty of space. You won't feel crowded while you're doing your event, and you'll just feel like you can actually focus on what you're meaning to do there. You don't have to worry about if the space is going to satisfy your needs, because you can just focus on the task at hand. Does this room meet your conditions?
The room looks very spacious, but have you held events here before?
We have, actually. We have a long list of people who have actually held events in here already. I can provide you with some feedback if you look at the presentation there. We have some just notes from past people who have left good comments about the room.
This looks great.
Perfect. Next up, you also wanted a meeting room for 150 people from 1 to 3. We're deciding to put you in the Parkview room. Again, we have some photos and the blueprints of that room as well. And it was also part of the renovation that we just mentioned before. And similar to the last room, the new space is clean, there's plenty of room for your guests, and your meeting can be held in a comfortable space where you and your guests can focus on the meeting and not have to worry about the fact that you're in a subpar space, because the space is in top condition and we've made sure that it's going to perfectly suit you and your team. Does this room also meet your conditions?
Yes, it does.
Wonderful. And then next up, you mentioned that you wanted a one-day seminar with a budget of $15,000. After calculating all the costs for our final budget, we ended up coming with a cost of $15,763.20. While yes, this is over $700 over your budget, we believe that the value that Park Shores is offering and the fact that we're being able to cover all of your buying conditions is important, and we believe that these rooms that you're staying in and the conference rooms will match everything that you're looking for. So is this cost okay with you and your party?
Unfortunately, we have a strict $15,000 budget. I don't know if we could go over a limit.
So I understand that budgets are important to follow, but I would like to point out some places that you're actually saving costs in. So like I mentioned before, we offer free parking here at Park Shores, whereas most areas in San Diego actually charge usually around $20 per day to park in. So if we say that all of your 150 guests are driving, that is 150 people times $20 a day, which is $3,000 a day that you're saving on parking costs. And while many places charge for parking, they don't actually say that on their proposal, so that could be misleading and an additional cost that you might not be aware of. Additionally, if you look at the proposal we have planned for you, you'll see that you're saving nearly $2,000 because we've decided to discount both of the meeting and conference rooms for free for you, because you're spending so much here at Park Shores and we value your business and value you as a person. We wanted to give you a discount. So with all of this in mind, are our prices justifiable for you and your team?
With parking and the cost savings in mind, I think we could settle for this price. Park Shores seems incredible, so we could potentially spend a little more.
Perfect. That's wonderful to hear. So next up, I just wanted to summarize again all the benefits that you and your team would get to enjoy if you came here for Park Shores for your seminar. So with plenty of cost savings and the value of Park Shores due to our renovations and the nice, clean, modern space, you and your guests would feel like you could operate your seminar in the best possible space. Additionally, with the low travel times and the savings on parking, you get to spend more time doing your event and actually focusing on the event that you love and not just driving around trying to reach the next location. Additionally, the quality food and the comfortable rooms will be able to energize your guests for the long days to come. And both of our meeting rooms are plenty spacious and modern and clean that you will feel like your event is going to go smoothly. So with this all in mind, do you have any last minute concerns before we move forward?
No concerns, but I think I may need a few days to think about it.
May I ask why you would like more time to discuss? What concerns or hesitations might you have about our property?
I think the main one is just the price. Like I said, we have a strict $15,000 budget, and while those benefits do seem great, I'm just a little hesitant to go over.
That's understandable, but I would like to mention that your event is fast approaching. You wanted to have your event held on the first Thursday of next month, and because we're getting so close to that, I do worry that if you wait any longer, there's a chance that someone else could take the space. While I don't want to pressure you, I just want that to be made aware of you.
I would like to review the Marriott's prices before deciding. Is that okay?
Well, actually, fortunately enough, I actually have Marriott's pricings on hand with me. So if you take a look at the presentation, at the end, there are some rates that you can look at. So Marriott single rooms actually cost $199 per night, whereas Park Shores, because you are with a large enough group, we would provide you with the group rate of $159. So with these prices in mind, do you still feel the need to reach out to Marriott?
No, this looks good. With their numbers in mind, I don't think we need to meet with them anymore.
Perfect. Well, if there aren't any concerns that you have anymore, may I go ahead and move forward with the proposal and ask for your signature?
Yes, let's go ahead and move forward with the deal.
Well, perfect. Thank you very much.
Thank you.